it to my headphones at all, and I have to because see, the issue is my headphones, I plug them into my controller and everything, and that's why I need it. That's it. No more over-the-ear headphones. They're too ancient. So with headphones like the Apple AirPods, I don't have to plug into the controller at all anymore. They'll just Bluetooth right into the controller and everything, and so that's what I need. These headphones can do it too, but I don't think they do it properly at all. Whereas I need something to properly connect it right to the controller and everything. It's kind of the way I have it, but no, I need new headphones. The headphones I have are fine; they're perfect, but um, basically new technology is what I need. Anyways, it's fine. So we have Shimizu Hanaku. Me. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid since I preferred playing with boys. Oh, more. I will admit I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once I've rebelled and made the wrong decision, only to regret it later. Mom, Shimizu Kimi, my mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just cannot, will not accept her way of life. Dad, Shimizu Kanta, my father. When I first learned of the term patriarchal husband and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. Junko, Kanuta Junko, my older sister. She's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know, and there's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me, ever since the day I was born, until she left to get married. Flowers and birds. Such a nice little house. It's such a beautiful background too. Look at that. Article: Serious issues in Ebisugoaka. Oh. April 21st, Shawa 20, 1945, evening edition. The, the onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month and Awashimizu Ebisugoka of Yamabe district finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached the height of at least 30 meters, left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. Yeah, that can't be good at all. Alright, so let's see. There were 2 ways to go. I don't want to miss anything on the other path. What does this say? Entry to mountain prohibited. Must be so cool to live by a mountain like that. Just imagine living by a tall mountain. Like, you could literally use it to work out every day. You know what I mean? You just climb it. Your body would get used to it. You'd get used to climbing it. Your body would get used to climbing it. You'd get used to the thin air. So many things for your body. And just the experience of it. Local doctors note, there have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I am sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I am concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococcus. I don't know what that is. Interesting. To name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. So let's learn what that is. We're going to learn right now. Grok is going to teach us. Here we go.
Echinococcus is a genus of parasitic tapeworms, cestodes, belonging to the phylum Platyhelminthes, commonly known as flatworms. These parasites cause echinococcus, a zoonotic disease, also referred to as hydatid disease, which affects humans and various animals. The genus includes several species, with the most significant ones for human health being Echinococcus granulosus, causing cystic echinococcus, E. multilocularis, causing alveolar echinococcus, E. vogeli, causing polycystic echinococcus, and E. oligarthris, causing a rare unicystic form. Other species include E. shochuchicus, Owiso, E. equinus, Owiso ortlepi, and E. canadadensis, with ongoing research into their zoonotic potential and taxonomy. Life cycle. The life cycle of Echinococcus species involves definitive hosts, typically carnivores like dogs, wolves, foxes, or cats, where adult tapeworms reside in the small intestine and produce eggs, and intermediate hosts, such as herbivores, rodents, or humans as accidental hosts, where larval stages develop into cysts. Eggs are shed in the feces of definitive hosts and ingested by intermediate hosts through contaminated food, water, or soil. Once ingested, the eggs hatch into oncospheres that penetrate the intestinal wall, enter the bloodstream, and migrate to organs like the liver or lungs, forming hydatid cysts filled with protoscolocysts. If a definitive host consumes infected organs from an intermediate host, the protoscolocysts develop into adult tapeworms, completing the cycle. Humans are dead-end hosts, as the cycle doesn't continue from them. The adult worms are small, ranging from 1.2 to 7 millimeters long, depending on the species. Transmission. Transmission to humans occurs via the fecal-oral route, primarily through accidental ingestion of eggs from infected definitive hosts. This can happen through close contact with dogs or other canids, consuming contaminated vegetables or water, or poor hygiene in endemic areas. The disease is zoonotic, with cycles maintained in domestic, exam dogs, and livestock, or sylvatic wildlife environments. It's prevalent in regions like South and Central America, Sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East, China, parts of Europe, exam Italy, to cause issues or rupture. Cystic echinococcus, E. granulosus, most commonly affects the liver, 65% of cases, or lungs, 25%, but can involve the spleen, kidneys, heart, bones, or central nervous system. Symptoms include abdominal pain, hepatomegaly, decreased appetite, cough, chest pain, or shortness of breath. Cyst rupture may lead to anaphylactic shock, fever, urticaria, or secondary cyst spread. Alveolar echinococcus, E. multilocularis, behaves like a slow-growing liver tumor, causing abdominal pain, biliary obstruction, or jaundice. It can metastasize to other organs like the lungs or brain, with high mortality if untreated. Polycystic or neotropical echinococcus, E. vogeli or E. oligarthris, rare, primarily liver-focused, presenting as a tumor-like growth. Symptoms of E. oligarthris are less well documented. Diagnosis. Diagnosis combines imaging, serology, and sometimes biopsy. Ultrasonography is the primary tool for liver cysts, using the WHO IWGE classification, CE1 to CE5 stages to assess activity. CT scans are sensitive for complications, and radiography may show calcifications. Serologic tests like ELISA, indirect hemagglutination, or immunoblot detect antibodies but can have false negatives or cross-reactivity with other parasites. History of exposure in endemic areas is key. Treatment. Treatment depends on cyst stage, size, location, and patient factors. Watch and wait. For inactive cysts, CE4 to CE5. Medical therapy. Albendazole, 10 to 15 milligrams per kGPO a day, or mebendazole, 40 to 50 milligrams per kGPO a day for 1 to 6 months, effective for small, active cysts or as adjunct therapy. Surgery, preferred for large, complicated, or superficial cysts at risk of rupture. Pear, procedure, puncture, aspiration, injection of scolicidal agent, and reaspiration for certain inoperable cysts, combined with medication. Follow-up includes regular imaging and blood tests. Preventive measures focus on breaking the transmission cycle, deworming dogs, improving hygiene, avoiding raw offal for pets, and vaccinating livestock in endemic areas. Public education on hand washing and safe food handling is essential.
Alright, let's keep going. It's like the old Michael Myers scene. I just need a window to look into with Laurie Strode looking out with the sheets behind me. Oh. Head down the mountain. I see. So that's my objective. Exploration. Hokora. Use X when in front of a Hokora to see a list of things you can do. You can save your progress by going to record. Collectibles. You might come across valuable items and information while exploring. Use options button and go to the collectibles page to view which key items and documents you currently have. Lost in the Fog on hard mode. Drinking at this time of day? Yeah, alright. A woman is only complete when she is loved, featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure they even make flowers blush. How interesting. The idea of turning that into marketing. But that's how it is. That's how the economy rolls, man. And to think that if you don't follow that fashion or any of that, then you're not a woman. You know what I mean? That's the point of view. Inari-sama. Inari-sama. Abisu Abisuguaka is mostly composed of Inari-sama's believers. There are statues of Inari-sama all over town. My elderly neighbors treat them with great respect and worship them. Inari-sama, also referred to as Oinari-sama, is a goddess that puts old, unusable tools to rest. They are known for their offerings preference of Abura-aged tofu pierced through with an old needle. It seems like other towns don't have these customs, though. I'm guessing. It's pretty cool. So I can go in here. That's with a water well. I hope that if I go in here, I don't miss out on whatever could be down here. Down this hill, you know? That was the first one that actually gave me the option to try to open. Abisuguaka. I live in the small rural town of Abisuguaka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going on in the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished and the coal mine closed down, it just became a sad little town. The grand iron bridge that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of the stories of this sorry town's former glory. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Head to Shizuruya General Store. Alright. Yeah, see, like, this building doesn't give me the option to open any door or anything. serious issues in Abisuguaca. Starting around May, Abisuguaca began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The prefectural disaster prevention division predicts that there will be even more in the future. The residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the prefectural disaster prevention division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disaster ahead. Looks like a dead bird. That's pretty gross, man. Let me see something. Now, what's up here then? On the map. Alright, so yeah, it's just nothing.
先に抜け道があったはず。
絶対に呪いよ。あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
裏切り者。サクコ。どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。車が道を塞いでてさ。千鶴や？今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
Sakuko. Agarashi Sakuko. One of my friends. She's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Her father is the head priest of the Senenasugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year celebrations. Looks like we're on the other side of the truck at least. Name Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing a white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance. The rest has been torn off. Well, that's pretty scary. Well, that's the way to the store, but it gives us the option to go all the way down the street, so I will. Still under construction. When are they going to be finished? I wonder what that even is. What's crazy about it looks just like a gravesite. Like it's just small enough to just be that, you know? That's terrible. And scary at the same time. Shu, a wise Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been playing dates for as long as I can remember. When we played make-believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me.
Yo. 相棒。
シュウ。
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュウ。シュウ君、お待たせ。ひな子もいたんだ。リンコ、何の話をしてたの？いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。咲子だってひな子から何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひな子、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。咲子利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。いいこと聞いた。これからは咲子に貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。そんな意地悪言わないでよ。ひな子？
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
What the? That was so weird, man. Oh man.
お姉ちゃん。
Note from Shu. Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name, and I'll be there. Red capsules. Painkillers in capsules. Relieves pain and raises spirits. Slightly restores health and current max sanity. Items. When you want to use an item, you must go to the equipment down on the D-pad and select the items, and then put the item you would like to use in your item shortcut. You can use an item in your shortcut with L1 plus X circle square triangle. If you run out of a certain item, then collect more of it. You won't have to re-add it back to your shortcut. Looks like we're good for now. So is the friend like dead? Escape from the fog monster. Bandage. Bandage is coated with ointment used to stop bleeding. Application is taught in all local schools. Greatly restores health. She's in like a whole different town right now. Map. Use that thing to open the map. As you progress, objectives and places of note will be marked on the map. If you are unsure what to do next, you can check your current objective by using triangle. Collect it. Oh yeah. Find a way back to Shizuru, the general store. Nice, you found another red capsule.
シュウ。シュウ、リンコ。
Dodging. Alright, dodging. Hold. Use circle to evade enemy attacks. Dodging. If you dodge just before an enemy attack lands, you'll perform a perfect dodge and recover your stamina. Wow. Health. Taking hits will cause you to lose health, and you will die once it's fully depleted. Make sure to use items to recover health as you go. Stamina. Attacking, dodging, or running while in combat will deplete your stamina. If you run out of stamina, you will become out of breath, and you won't be able to act until you have recovered. Dodging. Alright. Use circle to evade enemy attacks. If you use dodge just before an enemy's attack lands, you will perform a perfect dodge and recover your stamina. If you use circle in the middle of your dodge, you can perform 2 in a row, but... What? Two in a row, but at a greater cost to your stamina. Grabbed by enemies. You will not be able to free yourself from an enemy's grasp if they successfully grab you. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If you have chosen story or your difficulty level, being grabbed by enemies will not cause your current max sanity. I need a weapon real bad. That is so fast. That's alright though. Gotta learn. Boy, that thing moves wild. Nice. Get fucked. You miss bitch. I like that mechanic. Yokan, a jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste, a bite-sized delight. Great restores health. Can also be used as an offering. Shizuruya General Store. It might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friend and I also meet up here, though we usually just sit outside and chat. Fogtown. A monster that appears to be lumps of flesh stitched together. It approaches with an unsettling smile when it catches sight of me. It's covered all over with sickening wounds. I wonder if it wants to hurt me the same way that it was hurt. Unlike my sister Junko, who was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me. Or, at least, I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in that house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. Nishida Rinko. One of my friends. She's really put together. but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. Once she's set her mind to something, that's it. And recently, that something seems to be clothes, fashion, and other womanly pursuits. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that I was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a tough time. Local doctor's note. There are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms, not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. That the cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times, perhaps could be said to contain a similar power. What's that all about in this game? Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local gods here. Even among the younger generations of this town, there are many who believe praying to Ayonari-san will soothe pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Ayonari-san. That's gonna be real annoying if that thing is just always around. I mean, I kind of just want to explore it too. At least it should give me a weapon to defend myself with. You know what I mean? Like... Alright, so this is where I came from. This is where I started, so that's fine. How many of them are there? It's so irritating to deal with something without a weapon. You know what? Screw you. Good thing it's so slow. Oh wow, of course, hit me with like 10 of them at once. That's fine. Well, we got another capsule, that's nice. Oh, I got a checkpoint there too, good. Are you gonna just go? Come on, go in. This is a scrap. Open the door and stand outside. Go in. Maybe there'll be a weapon in here and I can actually defend myself. Stealing people's red capsules, why not? I swear, if there's one of those things in here too, and I still don't get a weapon, it literally sounds like there is too. That's not good. Bloody key. A key with unknown bloodstains. Not sure why what it unlocks. Examine the objects. When you are near certain objects, you can examine them by using X. Move the camera to use by using L1 or L3, I mean, or look closer with L1. After doing so, you can use X to examine an object in greater detail. Checking objects. When looking around, use X when near drawers or boxes to take a look inside. Red capsules. Painkillers in capsules relieves pain and raises spirits, slightly restores health and current max sanity. Bandage. Bandage is coated with ointment used to stop bleeding. Application is taught in all local schools. Greatly restores health. Yokon. A jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health. Can also be used as an offering. Bloody key, a key with an unknown bloodstains, not sure what it unlocks. Capsule case, a box for over-the-counter anti-pyretics. Oh, that's what he gave her. I thought he was giving her cigarettes. Interesting. I wish it would just give me a weapon already. Oh, great. So I have to dodge past this one. Oh, you get to spam your attack and body block me. Nice. Why doesn't that surprise me? Backdoor key. A sturdy-looking barrel key. Judging from its size and blades, it should be used to open the back door. Oh, that was a bloody key. Alright. It's a lot of ground to cover. Antique comb, a small hairbrush specifically made to be used in religious ceremonies. A type of offering, yields a great deal of faith when enshrined. Hakora, some offerings not only recover health and sanity, but can also be exchanged for faith. At Hakora. Use faith at a Hakora to fully restore your sanity. If you have chosen story as your action difficulty level, you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting a Hakora. Good for them. I don't care what you can do on story mode. Why am I even being told anything about story mode if I'm playing on hard mode? Well, I don't care how easy it is for them. I really don't. It's irrelevant to me. Hakora. Use faith you have received at Hakora to obtain Omamori. Omamori Peony. So it restores health upon picking up food items. shriveled abura age, fried tofu that became too hard and dried to be edible. Ayanari-sama's favorite offering. A type of offering yields a great deal of faith when enshrined. Divine water. Fresh mountain water. It's said those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restores current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for a set time. Can be used as an offering. First aid kit. A box containing various medical supplies that can be used to treat wounds of all kinds. Essential for any home. Fully restores health. You'll receive the following items. Alright. Omamori. Omamori contain a multitude of abilities, and you can equip as many as you have available. When not in combat, use and go to equipment and to select and equip Omamori. Omamori can be obtained by drawing for them at Hokora. In addition, special Omamori can be found as you progress. You can increase the number of Omamori you can equip by praying at Hokora.
Rinko?
Well, it's about time. Now you're gonna get it, bucko. Attacks. Use R1 light attack. Though you won't deal much damage, you will be able to attack more swiftly. Use R2 heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. Attacks. Enemies take more damage while stunned. Use square to lock onto an enemy, square again to cancel. Now we dance, bitch. shit. Nah, bro, this is so annoying. You just get spammed to death like that. Figures, though. No, it wasn't so direct. Oh, what happened? Little shit. Another one. Counters. Alright. Certain enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable to counterattacks. A visual hint will appear when it is possible to counterattack. When the visual hint is shown, use R2 to perform the counter. The visual hint indicating that a counter is possible will be visible for longer when you are using L2 to focus. If no visual hint is shown during an enemy's attack, that attack cannot be countered. Additionally, hints will not appear while Hinaku is attacking or dodging, so keep a close eye on the enemy's movements. Why did you let it get away like that and then... My weapon will break. Steel pipe, a rusty but sturdy steel pipe. It's long enough to work as a makeshift weapon. Durability, medium. That's annoying. Toolkit, a portable toolkit containing commonly used tools for home repair. Restores equipped weapons durability. Alright. Use toolkits to repair weapons and restore their durability to peer. Toolkits can be used to restore weapons' durability. Oh, and that's it for the toolkit then. Of course. Ramoon, the best-selling soft drink in town. It packs a fizzy, refreshing punch, but wakes you up with one sip. Greatly restores current max sanity. Can also be used as an offering. Your sanity is linked to the use of focus and psychological attacks from enemies. When not in a state of focus for some time, your sanity will recover to your current maximum. If you are attacked while using focus or use a focus attack, your maximum sanity will decrease. Taking psychological damage will cause your sanity to decrease. Once you have no sanity left, your health will take damage instead. You can use items such as Ramun and Divine Water or visit Hokora and choose Clear Mind to restore your max sanity. If you have chosen Story, yeah, as your action difficulty level, you can recover both your health and sanity without using Faith by visiting Hokora. Also, being attacked while using Focus will not cost max sanity. I could really care less what happens on Story Mode. Attacks. Press R1 to use light attacks, though you won't deal much damage. You will be able to attack more swiftly. Press R2 to use heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. Enemies that have been stunned take more damage. And then the counters.
苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったって。ここならいつでも好きなだけお菓子が食べられるよ。おやすみ咲子。今日はもう閉店だよ。咲子、私やっぱり 咲くことの約束守りたいよ。
Off that rage, man. Surrounded by fog. Kudzu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to Bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. Altar. Kudzu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to Bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal.